Now, an Emeritus Newsbrief, I'm Lynn Houston. Latest statistics from the Labor Department show that improvement is a long way off yet. Jobless claims for the week ending July 18th were 554,000, an increase of 30,000 from the previous week's 524,000. On the positive side of the recent numbers, the 4-week moving average was 566,000. That's a decrease of 19,000. In California, 5,000 jobs hanging in the balance at the Fremont production plant where Toyota Corollas, Toyota Tacomas, and Pontiac Vibes are made. The plant was a partnership between Toyota and GM, but with the GM reorganization, Toyota wants out and appears ready to close that plant unless officials can come up with some incentives to keep it open. The pension plan for GM spinoff Delphi has failed and has been taken over by the federal government's Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation. The PBGC last fall got GM to agree to a $3.5 billion payment to keep the Delphi pension plan afloat. But after GM's bankruptcy filing, it was clear that wasn't going to happen. At least 67,000 Delphi employees and retirees are in that plan. More details on this latest fiasco on the Emeritus News Financial Pensions page. Democratic leaders in the Senate say that health reform won't come to a vote until after the August recess. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid says negotiations are continuing in the Senate Finance Committee. And the president reluctantly admits reform probably won't come until much later than planned.
Reform will keep the government out of your health care decisions, giving you the option to keep your coverage if you're happy with it. So don't let folks say that somehow we're going to be forcing government-run health care. It's just not true. And it will keep the insurance companies out of your health care decisions, too. By stopping insurers from cherry-picking who they cover and holding insurers to a higher standard for what they cover. You won't have to worry about receiving a surprise bill in the mail because we'll limit the amount your insurance company can force you to pay out of your own pocket. You won't have to worry about pre-existing conditions because never again will anyone in America be denied coverage because of a previous illness or injury.
The House may approve a bill before their July 31st adjournment, but without Senate approval, it could be October before a bill is sent to the president. More on the Emeritus News Insurance page. And the Department of Labor and the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has succeeded in getting a $125,000 settlement for a woman fired after she informed her employer that she had breast cancer. The Americans with Disabilities Act forbids such a practice. Ironically, the employer in this case was a medical practice. More on the Emeritus News Advocacy Legal page. The latest on the biggest issues and public policy at emeritusnews.com. And 24 hours, 7 days a week on the Emeritus News channel on livestream.com. That's an Emeritus News Brief. I'm Lynn Houston.